some tasty burgers. I ain't never had one myself. How are they?
They're good.
You mind if I try one of yours? This is yours here, right? Yeah. This is a tasty burger.
A day to remember. I'll long remember in my mind's eye the 28th day of July. The sun was out, away team here. James hung over from wine and beer. Dan wins the toss and tells the lads, Joe and Wainers, put on your pads. The pair prepare to meet the foe. Hillsborough says, I'll have the first go. We'll pause the picture at the gate so as to sketch a pen portrait of our two heroes clad in white, the Wickham bowlers yet to smite. One clean living, the other less so. As to former, let's start with Joe. When the going's tough never shrinks, not known to swear and hardly drinks, unfazed by sledging from the slips. In the pub, he's first to the chips. As for Wainers, the list is long of things that may be classed as wrong. Fails in alcohol abstaining, though Facebook entries entertaining, from which he passes on good sense, oracle of anti-tuppence, knows the meaning of teabag, famous for turning down a shag. He shares a house with Captain Dan, has simple tastes and no great plan. You may wonder, though have to say, I don't believe that either's gay. We'll now press play to start the scene. James and Joe cross the outfield green. The rest of the team settle in, unaware of what's to begin. Grant grabs the scorebook, finds a spot. Under weather writes, effing hot. Moose goes to umpire with chagrin, saying, we should have put them in. Dan Barb's padded next up the ramp. Rookies flicking through Mein Kampf. Tucker's in kitchen, face irate. Just found out he's batting at 8. Safa Ryan with phone unseen, quietly texting the Wickham team. Dan on the grass, in the sun, idly dreaming of Beaver's mom. Back to the game, out on the field. Batting history to be revealed. Joe looks around, takes his guard. He plays the first 3 with regard. The next is hit square to the rope, followed by 4 straight up the slope. Next is driven a single run. The batting onslaught has begun. Joe hits 3 4s without concern. The dice is rolled. It's Wainer's turn. With Tony's borrowed prized mongoose, Wainers begins to soon cut loose. 4s and 6s are hit with poise. Mentioned, this is men against boys. Joe turned, said, I know what you mean, but actually, I am only 14. Counted on to 3, 2, 1, till finally he is undone. Thus ending this batting heaven. At length Joe fell for 117. Ensured he'd be the favored son, as Sam had only hit a ton. But on went Wainers in the heat. The lost balls mounted in the wheat. 18 4s and 11 6. The fielders stood around, transfixed. As James was finally shown the door, his final total, 204. He leaves the field to warm applause, having given all for the cause. Then finds a chair in which to sink, says, Christ, I could do with a drink. Now to mention a matchless stat of Wainer's labors with the bat. Highest score in Scalby history, something of a bloody mystery. Illustrious names he overtook, Gilbert, Fletcher, Arnott, Brooke. Excellent batsman, you'll agree. Not forgetting Dawson, Ridley. The story's almost at its end. I've only one thing to commend. I do believe it's apropos to use this recollection so. Bottle the memories, put away to get it out when clouds are gray. I have just one more thing to say. Thanks for a memorable day. One final note I will pass on. Told Tom Greggs about how we'd won. Described to him about James's blow. His reply, "No shit, you mofo."
I knew the wickets like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet, sat by the roller and it made me complete. Oh, Stats JP, where have you gone? I'm getting tired and I need someone to rely on. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches of it used to love. Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, Stats JB, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need someone to rely on. And if you have a minute, please help me mow. The cart is blunt, the engine's running quite slow. This could be the end of everything, so please don't go. Help me stop the weeds grow. Help me stop the weeds grow. Oh, Stats JB, where have you gone? I'm getting tired and I need someone to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, please help me mow. The cart is blunt, the engine's running quite slow. 'Cause this could be the end of everything, so please don't go. Help me stop the weeds grow. Help me stop the weeds grow.
You think that went well?
Yeah.
What do you fancy for tea? Chinese?
Burgers?
Where do you want to go?
Cowshed?
Okay, yeah. They got some tasty burgers.